What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Kamdorian. Today I'm going to be doing a review and some writing with this beautiful blue Japanese pen. This is a Pilot Custom Heritage 92. It's a fine nib. It's a twist off cap. It's a piston filler with this knob here. You can see it's filled with a little bit of ink. Not too much, but I just filled it a little bit, enough to write with it today. It's got a beautiful 14 karat gold nib. It's silver. I'm not sure if it's white gold, but it's 14 karat gold. It has some nice engraving on it. Look at that. And it's a nice big nib. You know, it looks pretty cool. Just the length of it itself is like almost the whole length of the grip here, and it's pretty wide as well. So it's a very nice pen, nice fit and finish. These run for about $130 to $160 online right now. You can get them from Jet Pens. I think Goulet Pens might also have it. You can post it, get some length to get some weight on the back end when you're writing. Pretty nice. I like the silver trim and the blue. It is transparent, so you can see what's in there. It's not a demonstrator per se, but you can definitely see what's going on inside. It's got a darker cap here. It's got a see-through cap here. And today it's filled with this sample we got from Goulet Pens. It is Deatramentis Sherlock Holmes. It's a pretty cool name, Sherlock Holmes, and it's a nice blue. My favorite color, of course. In terms of the dimensions, so the entire pen is about 5.4 inches long. It's not really a small pen. In terms of weight, it is about 20 grams. With the cap on, with the cap off, it's about 12 grams. So it's pretty light with the cap off. The cap itself is 8 grams, so I think that's pretty heavy for a cap. Overall, you know, the pen itself it's not too light, but it's not too bad either. It's not like a 30 gram or 40 gram monster of a pen. Uncapped, the pen is about 4.8 inches, so it's about the same length as, say, a Pelikan M400. The body is made of acrylic, so this whole encasing here is made of acrylic. And it can hold 1.1 milliliters of ink inside, so it's a pretty good amount of ink. You can use it for a while without having to refill it. And yeah, again, this nib is just so beautiful. It's so shiny, and just the engraving is very nice. This is a fine nib, so we will see how it writes. I'm expecting it to be a little rough, given it's fine. And just look at that point on the end of that nib. It just looks very sharp for a fine, but we'll see. And there's the feet underneath, a little dirty with some blue ink, but not bad. And yeah, there she is. So let's do some size comparisons real quick. So here we have a Pelikan M400, which I also just did a review on. Check that video out. It's smaller, clearly. Let's get some zoom in action so you guys can see it a little better. Yeah, so the Pelikan M400 is definitely smaller. And we got the Pilot Pereira, which is even smaller. And then we have my big boy TWSBI Eco over here, which is pretty much the same length, might be just a hair longer. Yeah, it might be just a hair longer. It's hard to tell. But it is definitely has a larger diameter than the Pilot. In terms of weight, it feels about the same in terms of weight. So yeah, as like I said, it's not really a tiny pen, but it's not ginormous either. But yeah, it's overall a really nice fit and finish, high quality pen. These are like, you know, high-end pens from Pilot in terms of their Japanese pens that they make. It's got the gold nib, as I said, $130 to $160 online, which is not too bad. I mean, it's not like a $200 $300 pen like these Pelikans. It is still pricey relatively. Depends. And I think this Pilot Pereira might be like $30. It's also got a nice silver nib. I'll be doing a review on this pen as well. All right, let's do some writing. So this is the Pilot Custom Heritage 92, filled with Deatramentis Sherlock Holmes. It's a blue ink. It's a fine nib. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, as I mentioned, I was expecting it to be a little rough. It is a fine nib. It is pretty rough, but I don't know. The more and more I write with these nibs that are feeling a little rougher than my usual Butter Kings, I think I'm getting used to it, and maybe I'm starting to like it in a way, possibly. But yeah, only time will tell. The more I write with them. We'll see how it goes. Filled with Deatramentis Sherlock Holmes. It's a pretty nice ink. It's kind of like a navy blue, kind of like blue jeans. Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of really like it, actually. It's a nice blue. It doesn't have much shading in this pen, given it's a fine nib, so you can't really see it. But yeah, it is a very nice. It's a very nice blue. Let's post it, see if that does anything. Yeah, it's definitely a little smoother after posting, for sure. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about this pen. It's a different experience. Something is going on here, guys. Something different is happening. It's got some feedback, but it's like a smoother feedback. It's odd. It's hard to explain, but I think I really like it. I love the fine details you see with the finer nib. Just for some comparison here, here's some writing I did with a Pelikan M400 in extra fine, and it just looks much thicker, which is kind of strange. But yeah, I don't know if it was just the ink, the pigmented ink, which is very, very flowy, causing it to look thicker. But even the Pelikan M400 in fine is, it's definitely thinner than the, I don't even know if it's any different. The extra fine looks kind of thicker, and maybe it's just the ink. But compare that to the Pilot in fine, and it's like night and day. The Pilot is just very, very thin, nice, fine writing. Yeah, I think I really love this pen. Yeah, my wife, Courageous Creator, was very disappointed in this pen. I remember she's not really into fine nibs or extra fine nibs. She likes mediums, and she heard a lot about this pen, ordered it, and ordered it in fine, because we've kind of heard that 14 karat gold nibs compared to just steel nibs are softer. So their fines sometimes write like mediums, but in this case, this is a tried and true, definitely a fine. This is definitely a fine nib, hands down. No doubt about that. Yeah, I'm in love with this pen, guys. I can just keep writing all day. All day. All day, every day. And as I said, it's not a butter king, but it's a new type of king. I don't know. It's like a rough king, or like a, you know, a feedback king or something. I don't know. It's just something about it is different. Something about it is different. Watson. I guess it's maybe it's a Sherlock Holmes ink, you know. Something going on with this ink and in this pen, and it's just it's magical. It's magically delicious, folks. Well, there you have it. I mean, I can just keep writing with this pen all day. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I would definitely, you know, I could definitely see myself buying this pen again. It is pricey in a sense, $150, but I think this pen is definitely worth that money. You know, you're getting a nice gold nib, and just the writing experience is wonderful in my opinion. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching. Give it a nice thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, help my channel grow, and I'll see you all in the next video.